What if I told you that waking up at 4 a.m. could be the one thing standing between you and the life you've always wanted? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the thing. The most successful people on the planet, people like Tim Cook, Dwayne Johnson, and Michelle Obama, all have one thing in common. They're awake and winning while you're still dreaming. Today, I'm going to show you why the 4 a.m. rule is the ultimate cheat code for success. And fair warning, after watching this, you'll never look at your alarm clock the same way again. There's a CEO who wakes up at 3:45 a.m. every single day, a former first lady who starts her routine at 4:30 a.m., and one of the biggest action stars in the world who's in the gym by 4 a.m. These aren't just random habits. This is a pattern. The world's top performers are all doing the same thing. They're rising before the world wakes up. And there's actual science that explains why this works. Today, I'm revealing the 4 a.m. rule and showing you exactly how to use it. Because if you want to shift your life, you need to shift your mornings first. Hey everyone, welcome back to Shift Logic, where we decode the science and logic behind a growth mindset. Have you ever wondered what separates high achievers from everyone else? Is it talent, luck, connections? Well, here's something interesting. If you study the routines of the most successful people in the world, you'll notice a pattern. They all wake up incredibly early. We're talking 4 a.m., sometimes even earlier. Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, wakes up at 3:45 a.m. Michelle Obama starts her day at 4:30 a.m. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in the gym by 4 a.m. So what's the deal? Is waking up at 4 a.m. some kind of secret success code? Today we're diving deep into the 4 a.m. rule and why the world's top performers swear by it. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll understand the science behind early rising and how you can use it to transform your life. Let's shift your thinking. Section 1. The science behind early rising 45 seconds to 3 minutes. So let's start with the big question. Why 4 a.m.? What's so special about that time? Well, it all comes down to biology and psychology. First, let's talk about your circadian rhythm. That's your body's internal clock that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. Research shows that the hours between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. are when your brain is in its most alert and focused state, especially if you've had proper rest. During these early morning hours, your cortisol levels are naturally rising. Now, cortisol gets a bad rap because it's known as the stress hormone, but in the morning, it's actually your friend. It wakes you up, sharpens your focus, and gives you energy. Here's the kicker. Your willpower is strongest in the morning. Studies show that we all have a limited amount of willpower each day, and it depletes as the day goes on. That's why it's harder to make good decisions or stick to your goals at night. But at 4 a.m., your willpower tank is full. Your mind is fresh. There are no distractions, no emails, no phone calls, no social media notifications pulling you in 100 different directions. It's just you and your goals. Section 2. The psychological advantage. 3 minutes to 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Now let's talk about the mental edge that waking up at 4 a.m. gives you. When you wake up before the rest of the world, something powerful happens in your brain. You feel like you're ahead. And that feeling? That's not just in your head. You literally are ahead. Think about it. While everyone else is still asleep, you've already worked out, planned your day, or worked on your side project. By the time most people are hitting snooze for the 3rd time, you've already won the morning. And here's the thing. Winning the morning sets the tone for the entire day. Psychologists call this the small wins principle. When you accomplish something early in the day, it creates momentum. Your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical, which motivates you to keep going. But there's more. Waking up at 4 a.m. requires discipline. And every single time you get up when that alarm goes off, you're training your brain to follow through on commitments. You're building mental toughness. Most people hit snooze. Most people choose comfort over growth, but not you. By choosing to wake up early, you're literally rewiring your brain for success. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a man named Hal Elrod. He was in a terrible car accident and was told he might never walk again. But he didn't just recover. He went on to become a successful author and speaker. How? He created something called the Miracle Morning, a routine that starts at, you guessed it, around 4 or 5 a.m. He credits his early morning routine with transforming his mindset and his life, and he's not alone. Thousands of people have used this principle to shift their lives in incredible ways. Section 3. What high achievers do at 4 a.m. 5 minutes 30 seconds to 8 minutes. Alright, so now you might be thinking, okay, I get it. Waking up early is powerful, but what do I actually do at 4 a.m.? Great question. Let's break down what high achievers actually do during those quiet morning hours. Number 1. They move their bodies. Exercise. Whether it's a full workout, yoga, or just a walk, successful people prioritize movement. Why? Because exercise floods your brain with endorphins and increases blood flow, which boosts creativity and focus. Number 2. They feed their minds. Reading, journaling, meditation. This is the time to invest in yourself. Many top performers spend at least 20 to 30 minutes reading or learning something new. They're programming their minds for growth before the world throws chaos at them. Number 3. They plan with purpose. High achievers don't just react to their day, they design it. They spend time reviewing their goals, setting intentions, and prioritizing their most important tasks. This way, they're in control, not just responding to whatever comes their way. Number 4. They work on their passion projects. A lot of successful people use early morning hours to work on things that matter most to them. Writing a book, building a business, creating art. Whatever it is, they protect this time like gold. Here's the truth. The world will always try to steal your time. But at 4 a.m., the world is still asleep. That time is yours. Section 4. How to start waking up at 4 a.m. 8 minutes to 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Now I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds great, but I'm not a morning person. I could never wake up at 4 a.m. Here's the truth. Nobody is naturally a 4 a.m. person. It's a choice. It's a habit. And habits can be built. So let me give you some practical tips to make this shift. Tip number 1. Start slow. Don't go from waking up at 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. overnight. That's a recipe for failure. Start by waking up just 15 minutes earlier each week. Gradually shift your wake-up time. Tip number 2. Fix your sleep schedule. You can't wake up at 4 a.m. if you're going to bed at midnight. Do the math. If you need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, that means you need to be in bed by 8 or 9 p.m. Create a nighttime routine that helps you wind down. Tip number 3. Have a reason to wake up. You need a purpose. A why. If you don't know why you're waking up early, you'll hit snooze every time. Write down your reason and put it next to your alarm. Tip number 4. Make it easy. Lay out your workout clothes. Prep your coffee. Remove friction. The easier you make it to start your morning, the more likely you'll stick with it. And finally, tip number 5. Give yourself grace. You're going to mess up. You're going to hit snooze some days. That's okay. What matters is that you get back on track. Progress, not perfection. So here's the bottom line. The 4 a.m. rule isn't about torturing yourself or bragging about how little sleep you get. It's about taking control of your life. It's about creating space for growth before the world demands your attention. High achievers rise early because they understand something most people don't. Your morning determines your day, and your days determine your life. So if you want to shift your life, start by shifting your mornings. Remember, most people want to change their lives, but they don't know how to shift their thinking. Here at Shift Logic, we break down the mental barriers holding you back and give you practical, logical steps to rewire your brain for success, resilience, and clarity. If this video helped you see mornings in a new way, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling me what time you're going to wake up tomorrow. Let's shift the way you see the world one morning at a time. I'll see you in the next video.